All right, Edmonton, let's jump into the wild world of parenting. I'm joined by two fantastic ladies talking tonight about bullying. Now, this is everywhere, ladies, whether we want to admit it or not. I think we all have been through some sort of it through growing up, and even as adults sometimes we'll run into those situations. So we're going to talk today about what we do if our son or daughter was being faced by bullying, perhaps being left out, excluded from different activities because of whatever, the way they talk, walk, sing, whatever the case may be. So start right here on my left. Emily, your thoughts. You find out your son or daughter is being bullied. What kind of actions do you think would be wise to take in that situation?
I think depending on where it was happening, like in the school environment, for example, trying to find out really at the core of what's happening, probably talking to administrators, teachers, that sort of thing, and first and foremost, talking to your child, just to get a sense of what they're actually kind of going through. We're in the age of, cyberbullying. Everything's just a Snapchat or a click away in terms of what bullying is. So I think the onus is on the parent to be aware that it's no longer just in the schoolyard or wherever it might be. It's, it can be very pervasive and very insidious when you're looking in that kind of online medium, so you need to be aware of that. I myself, I have a soon-to-be 5-year-old little girl, and I know that, assault or sexualization of young girls is an issue, and for boys as well, but particularly for girls. So I think it's really important that you talk about sex, and sex isn't taboo in your house, because more often than not, there might be a rumor that's spread, or there might be something, online, or like I said, at worst case, an assault, and you want your home to be a place where your child, can talk to you about that without it being, like I said, taboo or something off limits.
Mm-hmm. Marni, where do you come in on this one?
Well, I think about it goes a lot further back before the bullying starts, right? To create an environment in your home, hopefully, where your child can feel safe having conversations with you, because you want to learn about that. And when they tell you something like that, to validate how they feel, how that must make them feel, not diminish what's going on. So ensure that safety continues. It has happened in our home a few times. So you want to get to the root of it. Really understand. Ask the question: how would you like to see this resolved? Do you want us to say something to the parent? Do you want us to say something? So include him. He's at an age where he can be part of the outcome, the desired outcome, and work on that with him. And also part of that, I think, building that trust. And I saw in an article that we read today where I've done this before, because I have experienced bullying in my life. I continue to experience that. And I think just offering that as an opportunity to be empathetic. And say,
you're not alone.
Exactly. You're not alone. This has happened to me. This is how it makes me feel. Well, yeah, that makes me feel like that too. So you start to have that connection. Again, you're kind of making a safer place again, so that those conversations continue to happen. But for me, it's also to have him included as part of the solution.
Okay.
Where do you want to go with that?
Well, let's talk a little bit about, let's say someone is being ostracized specifically for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Again, it may be for what they believe in, where they walk, where they talk. As a teenager, it can be very, very difficult. How do you kind of approach that discussion? Do you include them in that? Do you go see the principal? And maybe it's on a team? I mean, this is a very real situations that happen all the time.
Yeah. My personal opinion is you're very direct with it. You have to face these things head on. I mean, we know that kids that are affected by bullying, the risk of suicide, risk of depression, anxiety, all those sorts of things they're through the roof. So this isn't like something where you can kind of be like, oh, I think I might address it, I think I might not. I think you definitely need to address it in the best way that suits your child and your family, but definitely, look into it for sure. When it comes to bullying that might be, like I said, in a school or what have you, like diversifying your child's social networks in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So if it's, joining, I don't know, Taekwondo or, whatever kind of group that is beyond that group where they're having the issue, so they can have a value and a sense of inclusion outside of that, and maybe another adult mentor might come into the fold who can help you, because of course your parents are your biggest champions. Mm-hmm. They're the people they're supposed to love you and advocate for you. But if you can get people that are safe and on the outside to give some validation or maybe a new skill, I think that can be really affirming.
I think it's a great idea to really diversify some of the places. No, and to have them include other opportunities to have those friendships and recognizing that you can't get everything from one place, from one friend. You know, that's something I had to learn in life, is that you can't expect to get everything from one partner, one friend, one place, that you get bits and pieces all over the place, and that's what makes you whole. And I think we can start modeling that right early and give those opportunities for kids to do that, and then build some coping mechanisms in there for them.
Ladies, absolutely fabulous. Because this is a real discussion that is going all the time. And it will probably go on forever, quite frankly, for our children and our children's children.
Yeah, just talk about it.
Yeah, I love it. Great advice. Thanks for sharing that today, and enjoy the rest of your week.
You too.
Thanks.
Stay warm. All right, let's now take a quick break here on Dinner Television. Still lots more to come this evening on the show, including another visit with Bridget Ryan, who is being spoiled tonight, having some great delicacies. We'll find out what those are momentarily. Stay with us, Edmonton.